Mic check? Yeah. Very good afternoon to all cosmonauts that are attending IRL, and a big shout out to the ones watching on live stream. Excuse us for our terrible voices. We had a lot of fun yesterday at FlixFest, and I hope you guys had fun. I am Daya, the co-contributor.
And I'm Abhishek. Welcome to the Gaming and NFTs track. Today we have an exciting lineup for you in the form of demos from Crypto Dungeon and IBC Game, in the form of an exciting panel by Bad Kids, Sloths, and Mad Scientists. With that, let's deep dive into the history of NFTs. And it all started with CryptoKitties, CryptoPunks on the Ethereum mainnet. There was a brief moment of silence for a few years, but that was broken by the use of NFTs as PFPs. Again, by CryptoPunks, then we had apes, and so on and so forth. And then we had what were fractionalization of NFTs, dynamism within NFTs and NFTify as well, right? Within games like Axie Infinity, we had NFTs being used dynamically, evolving NFTs were used. And that being said, we had projects like Pudgy Penguins that explored a whole new dimension of NFTs in the form. There are multiple use cases within NFTs, and I'll give you Omniflix examples to start off with. But NFTs are being used for community building. We have the Crypto Chronicles canvas, DAO, a group of people, curators that have been, putting in efforts to ensure that NFTs were well curated from multiple artists. Along with that, we have NFTs being used in the form of investing by various launchpads, as well as yield-generating NFTs with the Vaigata token coming out very soon. Along with that, we also have NFTs being utilized for tokenization of various on-chain and off-chain activities. And with that being said, NFTs, again, in the form of dynamic NFTs within gaming, and our favorite use case, in the form of publishing DAOs or media DAOs, right, to collaborate and coordinate activities. Now, let's explore the use of NFTs and Web3 infra within media. The state of digital media at this current point in time has a lot of platforms, but audience and distribution is as fragmented as liquidity within the Cosmos ecosystem. We have multiple ways to create content with AI and other pieces of tech. It is now much more easier, but the problem around management, distribution, and monetization has always existed because of this fragmentation. Now, so what are the actual problems that we have, right? We've had a lot of cases, a lot of takedowns that happened, and that has proven that you do not own your own media, you do not own your own audience, you do not own your own revenue streams. So what's the solution? You should own your own media, you should own your revenue streams, you should own your audience. Now, how do we solve this?
Well, when we look at the current landscape, right, we do have three different layers: app layer, protocol layer, and infra layer, which help us achieve freedom and sovereignty up to an extent within their silos. Like example, on YouTube, you have certain freedom, but definitely that's within the platform. But when we move across the layers from top to bottom and left to right, starting from centralization to the decentralization, the degree of freedom is fully realized because we have full control on the media, on the streams, on the revenues. But to realize this full freedom and sovereignty, we need tools like IBC, the bridge gap between Web 2 and Web 3, media ecosystems, where they'll help us realize the potential of monetization and distribution. For this, at Omniflix, we've been since the start for enabling more freedom and sovereignty to our community that helps them distribute, monetize, and manage, distribute, and monetize in full freedom and controlled way without any censorship and things. So right now, I think most of you have already used some of our apps, TV, Marketplace, and Studio, which have been pretty much integrating some of the Web 2 tools and Web 3 integrations with other networks for you to engage your audience. We've been working on something I'd be introducing right now that goes by the name Media Node, Omniflix Media Node, that helps you realize all of these, what we spoke about, the sovereignty, freedom, distribution, monetization, without any censorship and any kind of problems that you would want to work within the community. We do have a message from one of the special person who would introduce something that we're looking forward to.
I'm excited to announce that the very first Omniflix media node is deployed on Akash, and this video, along with the entire event's video stream, is being streamed by Omniflix media node on Akash infrastructure, and I wish the Omniflix media family, along with Akash and family, the very best of luck.
Yeah, it has been exciting, exciting few years collaborating with various projects, but more so with Akash specifically for this. The apps, the protocols that have been built in a phase-wise manner up until now have been complemented with the deep in infrastructure. And as Daya mentioned, the release of the Omniflix media node has been, will be soon, but the first ever implementation was done for an enterprise, within India. It is a subsidiary of Disney India, and that has made sure that it has been battle tested there, while we also, prepare for its open source release. We now have a small demo, a proof of deployment. We are first deploying the Omniflix media node on the Akash, on an Akash instance, right? You have the deployment happening, the TX, right? Now, once this is done, you'll have to go ahead, of course, accept the bid. And now once this is done, you'll have to go to Omniflix Studio to connect your media node, right? You're almost there.
Technically, you could deploy it anywhere else, but we wanted to make sure that we do it first on deep in infra, such that the fanatics or the regular guys who are pro utility based would definitely use it.
Yeah, and definitely for the Web3 fanatics, right? Here you're connecting your media node, the Akash deployment with your Omniflix Studio. You're interacting with the media node right here, and you're able to add a destination. And this will go live stream on YouTube or Twitch or on other platforms.
Simulcast.
The best part about this is, this entire event is a demonstration of the tech that we've built. So the entire live stream for this event is utilizing the Omniflix deep in infrastructure. So the Omniflix media node is being well battle tested even before its open source release, right? So yeah, here you can, we have other features too.
A lot of features that definitely you could add overlays, run text calls, do a lot of things, program schedules which are automated, persistent streams. You don't need manpower that controls them. There is a ton of features which haven't yet been teased, but definitely in the future versions, you would see all of these, because we've been running these since years, like at least 3-4 years with a bunch of partners who are into media distribution of music, movies, and other types of content. Now, making sure that we release this phase-wise to the P2P, community, making sure that they test it on a testnet that we did something like FlixNet 1, definitely might be in the next quarter. The rollout, please do, follow our handles and make sure to, look out for updates on the rollout overall.
Yeah, when we say battle tested, we weren't joking. The deep in infrastructure has been, a version of the deep in infrastructure has been implemented for enterprises, and it has already completed 650 million watch minutes, across enterprises, right? So it is battle tested and ready for open source use, but, we are still prepping. That being said, we are on a mission to ensure we build the tools, the infrastructure, the protocols for you to own your own media, for you to own your own audience, and for you to own your own revenue streams. If you are keen on converting a passive community into an active one, please meet us at the booth. Thank you all.
Thank you.